Welcome back into our latest and actually last one-on-one edition of the Rawlings MVC First Pitch. Lance Rhodes from Carbondale talking SIU baseball. They are 14-10 in the conference going into the final weekend. And Coach, you salvaged the final game of the three-game series against Missouri State. Obviously, we know about Missouri State and Keith Gutton and what he's going to bring to the table. But that Sunday game that you won was kind of an atypical Sunday game. Sometimes you see a little bit of a bloodbath, but Jake Combs makes sure that didn't happen, didn't he?
Yeah, and really he's been giving us great outings on Sunday the last several weeks, and it's kind of like the trend that he had last season. You know, he's just getting better almost every single start that he goes out there, and we really needed it yesterday. I mean, we played a tight game on Friday, kind of lost it at the end of the game, turn around and lose just an absolute heartbreaker on Saturday. And we needed a pitcher to go out there and really kind of just take the game over and allow our team to get back into the just the feeling of, okay, we can get a game this weekend. And probably what I'm most proud of, honestly, is Jay going out there and doing that, and then our team responding. I mean, that's you see a lot of teams when they lose two tough games like that, they come out on Sunday and they just totally give one away and don't even compete. And our team didn't do that. Proud of them, the fact that they hung in there, and it was big to get that one win.
And individually, I don't know how much he's flown under the radar last year compared to this. Statistically, in my eyes, he kind of has, like, you can speak to that better, but Pierre-Olivier Boucher hitting in the 340s-ish with 15 home runs. He hit well last year, but it seems like he's taken a little bit of a jump offensively to me. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year he made great strides. This year we needed him to step up and be the guy in the lineup. And last year there were some known names on our roster that people knew that had production, and he kind of was behind them a little bit, so to speak. And as far as just, you went through a JT Weber and some guys like that, and then you got the PO, and then he did damage behind them. But this year everybody knew who he was, so it's even more impressive. For him to be, one of the main hitters in our lineup. People are pitching him extremely tough. And for him to do what he's doing this year, he's just kind of taking his game to another level. I mean, he's got just tools that everybody would dream on. And, he can beat you in a lot of different ways, whether it's just pure average as far as getting hits. He can hit the ball over the fence. Once he's on the bases, he can really, really run. And then, this past weekend, he saved us many times defensively, making some incredible plays out in left field. So he's turned himself into a pretty complete player.
Over the last couple of years, at least since you've been there, as I see it, you've kind of put SIU back on the map. And with that, the target's on your back a little bit, dating back to a couple of years ago when the conference tournament was there. You guys had 40 wins, that sort of thing. And I remember you saying, not only to the team, but to the media, this is what we expect. This is a culture that we want to build here. Did you feel like that now the bullseye is on your back a little bit?
No, I do. Obviously that's what we want. I mean, anytime you got a bullseye on your back, that means you're having success, and that's what we want. The thing that we've got to, do moving forward is we've got to embrace that challenge and realize, there's sometimes, we feel like, for instance, there's a pitcher that rolls out there, maybe has a 7 or 8 ERA, and he throws really good against us. Well, he's throwing really good against us because it's a game that they're trying to get up for. And, we've got to embrace that. It's what we want. We want to have that on our back. We want to have a lot of success here. And, it starts with our players believing that we can win. I believe that we've got that attitude and demeanor within our program now. Got to continue recruiting at an extremely high level, and and just continue holding our players to a higher standard than we've ever been here before at SIU, and continue building off of what we've done. I mean, I know from a win-loss standpoint this year, it feels like maybe we took a little step back. Obviously, the schedule was a lot more challenging than we've had. So that's a big reason with that. But when you look at still a week left and then conference tournament, we still have a lot to play for, and it could be a really exciting season down the end of it here.
Always appreciate your time, Coach. Best of luck against Murray and beyond at the conference tournament.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's it for another edition of the MVC Rawlings First Pitch. Check us out next time when we will have our roundtable with all the coaches before the Missouri Valley Conference tournament.